Alright, so welcome to another build of mine. While we're here, go into photo mode so you can, this thing, as I gave you all a sneak peek on the last video for the Echelon Delta, which by the way, I had missed a Stroud bracer behind the Deimos belly, which was attached to the landing gear at the very bottom rear of that ship. Fixed it right after the teardown and demonstration. That was totally on me, but yeah, that's the only piece that was missing. This thing I call Arcturus. I happen to like how it turned out, although there are ladders in a couple different spots that I'm not particularly keen or adherent to, but it works. This is built mainly for Deimos. The cosmetics are a mixture of Hope Tech and Deimos. Everything else is Deimos. I guarantee that. But once we get to the interior, that's going to be the fun part. And you'll see why I called it Arcturus. Anyway, jump out of photo mode, go down and talk to Senor Goofball down here, start ripping this thing apart.
Got anything you need to offload? Sure, have at it.
Well, one thing you're going to notice about this game, if you're playing it already and you haven't paid much attention to it, is that every ship technician has the same voice. Regardless of who it is. Same voice. Anyway, taking a look at this, it's not very big on cargo. So, 1592 on shields, which is great for a Class B build. This is not a Class C. Heading into this bad boy. Hey, whoa. Yeah, 71 mobility. 1,993 mass, so it's not as heavy. 1210 on the hull. 9 max crew. Now, what I started doing with my weapons before we even tear this down, hit the menu button, weapons. I'll throw them all on different buttons, but I always try to determine which one is the most powerful, which one is the second powerful, which one is the most weak, and I'll put them or assign them to those buttons, top to bottom. So with this one, weapon 0 is left trigger, weapon 1 right trigger, weapon 2 Y. Or if you're on PlayStation controller, although this game is not on PlayStation, only Game Pass, basically Xbox and PC, or Windows PC to be specific. Weapon 0, left trigger or L2. Weapon 1, right trigger or R2. Weapon 2, Y or triangle. So as you can see on the bottom there, next to hull, bar 90, the obliterators, or particle. Everything on here is particle beams. I don't use anything else because I think they're a waste of time and they're effectively useless. 90 for the obliterators, 74 for the auto helion beams because I have 3 of them attached to the cockpit there, and the eradicator, 75 megavolt auto neutron beams, 66. Anyway, getting to this, we'll go slow with it. We'll start on this side here. This is Deimos Spine A, Spine C, 4, and Spine B. Now attached to that Spine C, very top, one of the 75 megavolt auto neutrons, and on either side, Vanguard obliterator projector, for a total of 3. Now I did this on each of these spines, just so you know. So that weapon layout configuration won't change on the front here. Now behind this spine B, we have, well, before I continue, Deimos, you can find that on or close to Mars. It'll be a tiny little, it looks like a raisinette or a whatever next to Mars. It's Deimos, but you'll see a little icon on the map, and I'll show it to you when you're done, when we're done here. Deimos Star Yard is where you'll find all these Deimos parts, bumpers and wings and all that, cockpits. Okay, continuing on. Hope Tech. I believe I misspoke about this in my first or second video. Hope Tech is found in Dalvik, Valo, next to the big planet in the center, Polvo. That's where you'll find Hope Town. And on Hope Town, don't even bother talking to the ship technician. Go in, and once you get through the scanners, look to your right. There should be a lady standing there. She is going to have all of your Hope Tech parts, not the ship technician. Her. Anyway, that's where you'll find these Hope Tech parts, like 2 radiators here. In the back behind those radiators, Hope Tech pipes A mid and Hope Tech pipes aft. You'll find other things from Hope Tech like this in the middle. Hope Tech hab spines and Hope Tech cross passages. I think only Nova and Hope Tech have cross habs or cross passage, whatever you want to call them. You know what? I can't show you. I'm at the module limit, but take a look at it later. Actually didn't want to do that, but since I'm here, since I'm here, we're just gonna cancel that when we're done anyway. I'm gonna go to past structural shields, reactors, habs. Go down Hope Tech, Hope Tech, Hope Tech. Yeah, Hope Tech, hab cross brace, and the hab spine. Why I'm doing this here, I don't know. Hope Tech hab spine, Hope Tech cross brace. Nova does not have the hab spine. They just have the here it is, Nova cross passage. These are the only 2 manufacturers that have those. Just saying. Anyway, this is for the cosmetics on the, what is this? Port left side of the ship. This is the same on the starboard or right side of the ship, so that configuration does not change. The middle has spine A 4, again spine C 4, Deimos spine B, Deimos spine A. And again, notice how these 3 have the same weapon configuration. 2 obliterators left and right, center 75 megavolt auto neutron beam. Zoom out here, throw you up there for now. I love how it just puts it wherever it wants. Anyway, on the top here, top layer, 2 Deimos braking engines from both starboard port. Now behind each of those is the, well, yeah, I was gonna say living quarters, but that's over here. Anyway, engineering bay B. I do not like the A variant because it's very similar to like Hope Tech, and well, Stroud also has those, you know, silver aluminum like stair rails. I hate that with a passion, but that's just me. Behind this engineering bay B on port side, we have Deimos living score. I cannot talk today. We have Deimos living quarters 3x1. All right. Behind that, Dun 61 engine. I have not unlocked the Dun 71 yet. I just hit level 51, and I think all of that unlocks around level 57 or higher. So I have a ways to go before I can do anything spectacular. Anyway, next to this as cosmetic, Deimos Wing A, Deimos Wing B, Deimos Wing A, port aft. Cool thing about this is, in the middle first, Deimos bumper, port mid. I take this, right, drop it, or A, select it, A again to drop it. I can select it and notice under where it says 2 errors, you'll have cancel, accept, flip, delete, next variant, previous variant. You hit that and it'll flip it back and forth. So you don't have to go back into the menu and go find a wing that's port aft. You can just boom, flip, done. Now if I didn't have that there, right, let's say I forgot, I can simply highlight this one, Deimos Wing A port, hit Y, duplicate it, hit right on the D-pad, flip it, drop it, flip it, drop it, lock it, pop it, whatever you want to do. That's fine with me. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Attached to the living quarters 3x1, we have a control station 2x1. In front of that, living quarters 2x2. Right? Next to that, armory 2x1. Behind the armory, battle stations 2x2. So notice how across from each other is 2x2s. This way, 2x1s. Alright. Little trick here. I just kind of, well, it's not a trick. I just colored it and tried to hide the shield best I could because I had 0 room, or basically no place to hide this. So I'm kind of upset that I did that, but it's still a cool ship. That's the 2040B shield generator, rank B. Well, yeah, class B, rank 4. Because mind you, my piloting is rank 4, starship design is rank 4. But we're getting there. Next to the armory 2x1 that's highlighted here, and you'll also see it on the left, we have all-in-one berth 3x1. In front of that all-in-one berth, engineering bay B. So there, like I mentioned earlier, there's 2 engineering bays. And again, attached to that engineering bay, Deimos braking engine. Same thing here, Deimos braking engine. Now, attached to that all-in-one berth, done 61. Now, they're top and bottom, so they're stacked on each other here. Very back, before I go over this and just tear this level, next level down, we have Deimos hull A, Galleon S204 cargo hold in the middle, and another Deimos hull A right here. Alright, before I go over the top, where that cockpit is, or bridge, coming from the living quarters 2x2. Great, we have 4 of the Hope Tech hab spines, right? Now when we get to the inside, I've got a little joke for this. It just makes sense. You may not laugh, it may seem childish, but it was still funny at the time. It may not be funny now. Anyway, at the end of these 4 hab spines, porthole. For the cosmetics here, Deimos bumper port 4, port mid, port aft on both sides. Now again, I can take this off, drop it, I'll select it again, do the whole right on the D-pad or left on the D-pad to flip it to the back end variant aft. Hit left on D-pad again, port mid. We start here. I can hit right on D-pad, get the mid one first. It all depends on what you want to do. I better change that. I'm gonna regret that later. Anyway, cosmetics on this far side, starboard, right. So again, if you're in the ship, you're looking forward, right, starboard, left here, port. Now you'll see it. The arrows point that way too, fore and aft. Anyway, go ahead and select this. Oh, 2 portholes. One on the front of the armory, one on the front right of the 2x2 living quarters. We'll select all of it. Not yet. Hold up. First at the very top, I'm backwards today. I apologize. We have a DS 40.2 Ares bridge. Crew stations of 8, 360 cargo. On top of this Ares bridge, you do have mount points you can use. 3 of them. So I threw 3 TB-175 auto helion beams here. 1, 2, 3. Now, in order to access this bridge, you have to have a companionway attached to it. Pain in the ass, I get it. But this is a 1x1 companionway attached. Little porthole on top. To the left and right here, we have M30 Ulysses HE3 tanks. These are 100 each. Saying. At the back of the companionway, just for, you know, cosmetic reasons, we have the Deimos cowling aft. You can take this and flip it. How stupid would that look? Just saying. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these, take them off. I'm not gonna do it that way because that's gonna confuse me. And we'll just drop that right here. We went over this top layer already, so I'll go ahead and select all this and take it off. Yep, I'm not singing that, even though something just came to mind. Old song. Getting hot in here, that's all I'm gonna say. I think y'all know the rest. Alright, take this top layer off. There we go. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Alright, next layer. Our base layer before we get to all our landing gears. Yeah, we'll start at the back here. Again, 2 more Gun 61 engines. Rip those off. Just stick them over here for now. And we have our Deimos cargo hull, 2x3. We have a mess hall, 2x3. The left and right of the mess hall, Deimos hull A, for count of 2. Alright, so attached to the mess hall, which I had to do it this way just because, you know, doors and crap. We have all-in-one berth, 3x1, directly center. Attached to that 3x1, we have a captain's quarters. And as the same on the top with the Optech spines here. 2 of them, bumper port for mid and aft on both sides, with a porthole in front. Now attached to the starboard side of the mess hall 2x3, I put a science lab 2x1 attached to that in the front infirmary 2x1. That just makes sense. Alright, dead end of that, Deimos belly 4. Like I mentioned in the Echelon Delta, when you pick this, it's facing aft. You can just hit Y and flip it, or triangle, flip it. Now same as the top, cosmetics. Deimos wings, both aft and starboard, forward and back, with the mid Deimos bumper. Over to the other side, we have a computer core 2x1 coming from the mess hall 2x3. In front of that computer core, workshop. And just to flip on the other side, the wing A port, aft, and the mid bumper with a Deimos belly flipped to a 4 position on the front. Alright, wedged in between the all-in-one berth, the computer core, an RD3000 beta grav drive. For me, this is the best one. For you, your mileage may vary, you may disagree, that's totally fine. Now wedged between the all-in-one berth, and the science lab. We have an ion beam. This is the 1030, or the, oh, it's right there, H1030 reactor by Zhang. I'm still waiting for when I can get the, kind of like a fuser looking reactor. I forget the name already. I'd have to go look at a pterosaur or something like that. I can build one of those from scratch too. It's like I've been playing this so long. I can build a reef from scratch. Throwing like a 2x3 long cargo hull engineering bay on the bottom, mod it with the same Poseidon 220 or 230 engines. And it's ridiculous what I can do with this thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and select this layer and start to pull all of this stuff off here. Now mind you, if you put a mess hall in your ship, there's going to be about 1 hatch, 2 hatch, 3 hatch, maybe 4 hatches running out of that thing, so it's going to drive you absolutely up a wall. You might have a ladder like right here or here that goes up to this next level. You know, so it's not too bad. I mean, you take a couple runs through your ship and you're fine. Like I just do it so often, it's ridiculous. Okay, bottom. Deimos belly, aft again for a count of 2. Right here, Polo, 2030 cargo hold for 1,000. That's attached to the very back of the cargo hull in this spot, mid back. All right, in front of that, the 120 LD landing bay is forward facing, not rear. Although it is still at the back or near the back of the ship, at least it's not rear loader. Okay, here, this is our 100 DP slim docker. I love this thing. I use it everywhere. I think it's attached right here. So the landing bay will hit right here. You'll load in there. Swing over this way. This is where your slim docker will be. So when you load into the ship, if you dock, you'll load in here, go through here, boom, get into your mess hall and start, flying around your ship or walking around your ship. All right, in front of that, 500 THE3 tank. So between the 200 fuel attached to the companionway behind the cockpit, you've got another 420 fuel. So you've got 620 in fuel. So here and here. Alright, behind this one, just for cosmetic reasons, because I didn't want to leave it empty after having the docker here. Deimos Skeg B. Alright, so in front of this fuel tank, on both of them is same 320 CB landing gear. At the very end, I use Skeg A's on here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So there's one here aft, one here, another one aft here, another one here, here. So you can already see a pattern here. They pretty much finish it off. It's the very tip of the iceberg, so to speak. Alright, so again on this side, 500 THE3 tank, 320 CB landing gear, and a Skeg A. Middle, before I go to the ends, Skeg A aft. So you can grab this and it can be flipped back and forth. So if you had like me, if you had a longsword, right? And you were trying to, oh shit. You were trying to upgrade the cockpit on it and you couldn't put it down there, it would just show up red. All you have to do is go underneath, grab that Skeg, flip it, reattach it, and then you can put the upgraded cockpit on there and then grab it and flip it again. Just a little secret there. Alright, so this port aft, Skeg aft, 320 CB landing gear, and we move to a Deimos Skeg B, 320 landing gear again, Skeg B, then Skeg A. Hey, Skeg A. Alright, so both left and right sides are going to be the same. You have Skeg A, 320 CB landing gear, Skeg B, landing gear, Skeg A. Alright. Again here, Skeg A aft, landing gear, Skeg B, landing gear, Skeg A. Now this is sufficient enough for the ship. Alright. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 landing gears. That's all you need. Alright, so I'm going to hit B to cancel out, X to cancel modification, and let this bad boy build. Now again, it's a Class B. 71 mobility. It's not too bad. Just saying. Alright, so we're going to go do this walkthrough and then head out to Serpentis again. See how it does. Wait, from the sun angle. Oh. That's not bad. It looks like a frosty cold ship. Alright, so we're gonna head up in. I like these little lights here. Little lights here, little lights there. Keep my whole pathway lit here. Kind of like a superstar. Anyway, hopping up onto the Arcturus. Or Arctic Rust, whatever you want to call it. So here's our... Shut up, Andrea. Andreja. Dress your Andreja, whatever. Here's your landing bay access right here. And right over here, docking bridge. This is awesome. Now if this was a smaller ship and I didn't have something else sitting up top of here, I would put the slim docker from here right on top of here, so that both landing bay and docking are right there on top of each other. Now if you have a Celestial or Celestial 2, it'll have 2x2 battle stations for a single layer with a fat Deimos docker on the top and the landing bay underneath, but they're both directly perpendicular to each other. So both your top docker will be there, and your landing bay will be right below it, which is beautiful. Now, this is our 2x3 cargo hold. There are no hatches or anything here to confuse you once you load in.
But a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
Y'all just love gum flapping, jibber jabber, and jaw jacking, clacking your teeth to get out of here. Anyway, a 2x3 cargo hole. Normally this hatch will be closed. I'll just close it for now. Boom. This looks a lot like Stroud, or Stroud looks a lot like Deimos, because Deimos came first. Anyway, gonna open up, and here is our mess hall. Now, one thing that might drive you nuts, there's a door there, behind the counter. There's a hatch here. There's a hatch there. So, from the minute we come through our cargo hold, or cargo bay, into your mess hall, you've got 3 or 4 different ways to go. So before I go crazy with y'all, go in here, computer core, Deimos computer core. Notice how everything is frosty white and almost blue-ish, or a blue tint. Go through our computer core to our workshop. Now there's no other hatches or doors here, which is great. I love when it does things the way I want it to. If not, you got a big old problem. Anyway, well, there's a cutter crate. Never noticed that. That's new. Now, Deimos Workshop and Stroud both look exactly the same. Just saying. Industrial workbench, same spot as Stroud. Research lab, same spot as Stroud. Spacesuit workbench, weapon workbench, same layout as Stroud. So Stroud copied Deimos. Anyway, since there's no other hatches, we're gonna head up back out of here. Leave me alone, Sarah. Okay, we're gonna go up into here, into our mess hall. Yank through here, our little kitchenette area, right? Into our science lab. Through our science lab, like I showed you before, Cora, go away. Science lab to infirmary. Right? That makes perfect sense. If you're working on people, you're doing surgery, boom, right here. Well, then again, for role-playing purposes, it's up to you. How do you want to lay out your ship? Anyway, so I don't confuse you all, we came in through cargo bay. We made our left to our computer core and workshop. We came out, we went through the mess hall, through this little dining area, to Science Lab Infirmary. Now we're coming back out. And we're gonna go through here. Behind the mess hall counter. How y'all doing? What can I get you? Is that a toaster? Anyway. Through here, I think we did computer core, and here's another workshop already? What the hell? Oh no, I made a wrong turn. Behind the counter. Boom, 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 boom. This way. 3x1. All in one berth, remember. Out to our captain's quarters. Right through to our little porthole. I was going to say pipe hole. I don't know why. I think because I'm thinking of the one above us here. Damn, dude. Your legs must be hurting just standing there all day. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing actually hurts. Alright, so we're going to go back through. I thought there was a ladder somewhere to bring us up. Did I forget where that goes already? Or where it went? Dang it. Screwed up, y'all. No, it's in the infirmary. There we go. Through there. Up our ladder to our next level. Here. Engineering Bay B. I like this a lot. Why? Because it's neat, tidy, it's tight, clean. It's not a blasphemous mess. Alright, so turning around here. There's a lot of doors up here. So, here we are in our other 3x1, all in one, living quarters, sorry. Before we go that way, I think it was, yeah, through here, our armory, right? Deimos Armory. Through this way, our 2x1 living quarters. Is that a Japanese maple? I never noticed that before. Might be a Japanese maple. Anyway, you can kick the ball too. Boom. Playing soccer with that little thing. Even though that's a yoga ball. Whatever. Through here, a little, looks like a kid's dining area. Or whatever, a little playroom or something. Like this a lot. It's chill. Chilly. Yeah, it looks cold too. Anyway, gonna hang. Here's our other engineering bay B. Through here, living quarters. Here's our all-in-one berth. I think it's a 2x1. Oh no, that's living quarters. It has the weights. Got 2 beds there. I really like that engineering bay B. That's just me. Bay B. Alright, so time for a joke here. Notice how it's living quarters. Living quarters and all in one berth here. You got plenty of places where people live and eat. There's one place to go to the bathroom. Mess hall's not far. But if you want a nice view, but take a look at all these vents in here. I call this the wind tunnel. And why? Because if you want to get away and clap your cheeks breaking your butt, come right in here, blast your gas, and haul your butt out. Alright. We're going to go back through our armory, hang this one, make our right, go through our next door here. Notice how Stroud and Deimos 2x2 battle stations also look alike. But who's the copycat and the competitor? Stroud. But Stroud, I think, is still, well, it's just as clean and nice as Deimos, except Deimos seems to be a bit more sterile. Now we're not going to go up yet. We're going to go through this door. Here's our control station or computer core. There's only one here because control station is downstairs, computer core is here, battle stations to control station, whatever. There's no other hatches here. Now, again, oh no, computer core was down here, control stations right here. I like to do battle stations to control station. Alright, so up we go, next level, into a companionway. Here is our Ares 40.2 Deimos bridge. Hop over this side, 3 jump seats. Go over into this side, another 3 jump seats. I like how there's so many windows in this one. Compared to anything else, this one has some of the better views, although you may not agree. Alright, so we have armillary, cargo hall, here and here. Simple to find, easy. Go back out to our center here. Whoa, these could pop out the jump seats, I think. There's another one here already popped out, yeah. Another jump seat open right here. 3 more that can be used. This reminds me of Star Trek. You can just hop up here. Just look. I think this would be more like a Star Trek kind of bridge. Anyway, navigation console. You can easily go here and travel anywhere in the systems without having to hop into that seat, take off, and then go into your map. Just saying. There are 2 pilot seats up here. Except only this one is accessible to you. Look at that view. Alright, now that we're done running around through this thing, we are going to take off into Serpentis. Jeez, I cannot speak at all. I think I was sleeping and I'm clenched my jaw and it's just tight. Anyway, let's get up out of here.
And we're off.
But this time we're not missing any pieces. If I didn't mention it before, I'll mention it now. The maximum amount of modules that you can use to build a ship, which includes and encompasses everything from windows, braking engines, bellies, weapons, cosmetics, tabs, everything. That maximum amount is 130. Just to let y'all know. Alright, so we're gonna go to... Leave me alone. Anyway, head up over here to Serpentis. Obviously I have to pull out of my weapons just to get... You know what? You only need like 1 or 2. It might take like 5 seconds to get there. But it's fine. I'll dump it back in the weapons once we get there.
I will never get tired of that.
You know what? We'll just go into 3rd person mode, see what we can dig in. Back off the engines. Back off the engines so I can turn a little bit better. Done. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be, but you know, cargo hold is full. I forgot I'm over capacity on that. Now, if you want to turn a bit faster in this game, I'll just let this hit max real quick. Well, for now, because I don't have all my power and engines. I have 0 desire to do that. That's just stupid. But if I want to turn, notice how slow. It's not that slow, but it breaks off the speed. Now, if you just want like a sharp turn, I'm gonna wait for this to get max. Sharp turn, cut that completely off, boost as you go forward. That's just how I kind of get control of things here. Oh, speaking of, I want to see how fast this can go while we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our base speed, if we're just cruising, Jesus, 200, just chilling. 4, 5, 600, 700, 745. Holy sugar. Anyway, y'all seen that. Go find another planet to blast onto. Oh, we're at 40 minutes already. Oh, there's hostile activity here, so we'll hit this up and then we will stay so long until the next teardown. I do have like 4 more, 5 more to go. I just keep creating them. I have one that looks like a praying mantis. Where are you? Oh, there's a bunch of you this time. Come on out.
Their grab drive is crippled.
Done.
They're not escaping. Blown out their grab drive.
I'm backing off the engine so I can do this. Alright, you want to... Alright, let's play cat and mouse.
Time for your judgment.
Oh, it ain't. Where are you? You little... Actually, you know what? I'm going after you because you just don't want to stop moving.
Container shield online.
Cut my engine so I can kind of get a turn for a dime on you.
You took
There you
out
go.
the
Come on.
jump drive.
Cut the engines real quick. Bye bye, baby. See you later. Alright, well, that meets that demo there. And get out of photo mode. Get out of scanner mode. We're just gonna take a little glimpse at this flying through space here. And there she blows. Arcturus. I think it's a good name for it based on the exterior colors, based on the interior. It just spells cold as ice, especially those fins. I love those. Alright, if you all enjoyed the video, want to see more, like, subscribe, keep viewing. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions or whatever, I don't care if it's negative, you ain't gonna hurt me. But I thank you all for stopping by and checking this out, and I will catch you all next time. All right, later.